Hey guys, it is me coming to you from my kitchen. I tried to go outside to do my regular backyard Facebook Live, and the neighbors across the fence are screaming super loud. These are young children, and so now we've got Coco in her kennel squeaking and barking at me because she doesn't want to be in her kennel. So it's just sort of one of those nights, you know? Today was my first day back to work. That was really fun. We had a professional development classes and a really good keynote speaker. And this is all put on by the Nampa School District for all of the teachers. And so that was really nice to... Hold on one second. Shh, Coco. Anyway, that was really a good day. We've got another day of classes tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that. Had a great afternoon with our CTE group of teachers. I feel like I have this weird reflection, so if I keep doing weird things with my glasses, you guys will have to try not to get distracted. Hi Melissa, how are you? Poor Coco, she's just squeaking and whining, and I can't go outside tonight because seriously it's just too loud across the fence. And they're children, and they only have a week left before school starts, so I just have a hard time scolding them for playing really loud. Because hopefully when school starts, their parents will have them go to bed at a decent hour. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on, see how everybody's doing. Hey Wendy, nice to see you. I thought I would talk about mindset a little bit. I have read the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. If you've never read that book and you're interested in the topic of mindset, it is a phenomenal book. It's really great. I've read it once, and I think I'm going to go back through and read it again. So today on my way to work, I was listening to one of my favorite podcasters, Brooke Castillo, and she was just sharing, oh good, Wendy, you have it. Melissa says mindset is everything, for sure. So Brooke Castillo was talking about some of the things she has learned from Carol Dweck and her research, and also some of the things that personal insights she took from the book. Oh, Melissa, yeah, for sure, with words. And Brooke, can I just say, that woman is awesome. She's so phenomenal. I love listening to her podcast. So she was sharing on an episode about, things she's learned from Carol Dweck. And I love how Brooke talks about it. She just is one of those people that she's able to take complex ideas and break them down and make them really easy to digest. So I really appreciate that about her teaching style, and it was just really enjoyable. And so just for anybody who's not familiar with Carol and her work, she studies growth versus fixed mindset. And the way Brooke Castillo shared was, you can think of fixed mindset as I do not believe, either I don't believe I can learn, or I don't believe there's anything to learn. That's oversimplified, completely oversimplified, but it's this belief that you are what you are, and you're in the place that you're in, and you don't truly think that the possibility exists for you to learn more and grow. Whereas a growth mindset is the idea that you'll never stop learning, that you'll never stop growing, that you can only get better from meeting challenges. A fixed mindset person is, someone who sees a puzzle in front of them and doesn't even want to attempt the puzzle for fear that they might be perceived as weak, or they might be perceived as, not as intelligent as they really are. And so I think for me, like, a fixed mindset, a lot of it is, fear. Whereas the growth mindset, you set that puzzle in front of people, in front of a growth mindset person, and it doesn't matter how huge the puzzle or how challenging or the fact that they've never seen it before, they're going to at least try. They're really going to try because they understand that even in failure, we don't lose. We only learn, right? That's one of my favorite sayings. I'm even considering having it made into a poster for my classroom. When it comes to winning and losing, we either win or we learn, right? We don't actually lose. Melissa says she'll never stop learning. Wendy says challenges offer growth and experience. Yes, challenges offer opportunity. Even if we fail at the challenge, even if we say, for example, if we get a 50% on a test, right? If one of my students gets a 50% on a test, have they really failed the test? Or have they proven to me that they know at least 50% of the material? Like it's all in your mindset. And I think it's so important, not just for teachers and educators to have that shift in perspective and understanding, but I think any of us, in any profession, in any walk of life, at any age, I do believe we can embrace a growth mindset. I do believe that we can shift our perspective, even if we had previously been living our life from a place of fixed mindset. I think that there's just so much opportunity. We live in a world and in a time in history where literally nothing is impossible, if you really think about it. Now, there might be some things that are improbable, but truly, anything you want to do or you have a heart for or a passion for, as long as you're willing to take on the challenge and learn, I think that you can do whatever you set your mind to. I really believe that. But you definitely can't get there from a fixed perspective or a fixed mindset where the idea of growth and failing and struggling is diametrically opposed to your core values or your belief system. That's not going to work, and that's not going to serve you. I know for me personally, for today, for example, our high school where I work, we are becoming a 1-to-1 device school this year, which means we are putting one device into the hands of each and every student on our campus. And they're responsible for that device, and they take it home with them every night, and they use it the whole year. And that can be, from one side of it, that can be very scary, a very scary thought. Whether you're a teacher or a parent or a student or an administrator, like, we're going to hand 1,400 students their own device. But today I sat through some training classes for using the devices, and man, I just soaked that up like a sponge. I'm like, I have no idea how to use that new platform and that new tool, but I'm going to do my best to learn it, even if I have to crash course my way through it, even if I have to ask my students to help me master it. Like, what an ideal opportunity. What a perfect growth mindset challenge, right? So that's where I'm at. I am embracing a growth mindset, and I really, really believe that just having, even if you're on the fence, but just keeping an open mind, just being open mind, open heart, just stay open to things. Melissa says, my grandson was showing me his paper. He got a 99%, and I said, look at all these you got right. And he wanted to point out the one he got wrong, and I was focusing on the right ones. Too often we concentrate on what was wrong and forget about all the good. Yes, exactly. And if you think about it, Melissa, it's not exactly your grandson's fault for only being able to focus on that 1% he got wrong. I think our society does a pretty good job of how do I say this? Enforcing that mindset, or maybe not enforcing, but propagating the focus on the negative. I hear a lot lately on podcasts and reading blogs and stuff where, strengths versus weaknesses. You're supposed to identify your strengths and identify your weaknesses, and then we always hear, that idea of, well, you need to work on your weaknesses. You need to improve your weaknesses, right? Well, your weaknesses are your weaknesses, and there's no shame in that. But what if we shifted our thinking and focused on our strengths? Like, what if we embraced a growth mindset? And I'm not saying we should ignore our weaknesses. I think we need to be mindful of them and identify where we fall short, right? So that we can be wise about how we use our talents and our gifts. And if we know that, hey, that thing over there that you're asking me to do, even like if you're at work and they're like, hey, we need you to do that, and you know for a fact that that is not in your wheelhouse, there is no shame in saying that's really not a strength for me, and I can be much more effective here at this place in this time if you give me a project or assign me a task that really play to my strengths. If you focus on our strengths, it will make our weaknesses stronger. I don't know if I follow, but I like where we're going with this. Yeah, focus on positive feedback, focus on the positive and lead by example. It's just an idea, just to kind of go along with, that fixed versus growth mindset. Love this. Love tonight. I'm a little bit tired from my first day back at work, but I'm excited. I learned a ton of good stuff, lots of neat techie stuff today, and probably some more tomorrow. I'm not sure what classes I signed up for, but I'm looking forward to it. And then Friday, I'll be back actually in my building with my colleagues and my people, and we'll be doing staff training as just with our group of teachers, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching me live. If you joined me tonight, I really appreciate that. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you. You're welcome to leave a comment. I always go back and read all the comments. Melissa, get some rest. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I feel tired, but it's like that good kind of tired, like, oh, yeah, I put in some work today. So that's always good. All right, my friends, I am sending you grace and peace and sunshine from my kitchen table. You guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.